Welcome back, guys. I'm going to attempt to do another bat rep. Here's our board. Here, just wanted to give you a little overview. It's unbalanced sides. This is sides mostly craters and a couple buildings on the outskirts. Little building there. This tower is impassable terrain. But over on the other side is the city. It's kind of outskirts of a city kind of setup that we've done. Right here, we're going to play on this board. And in just a second, me and my opponent will show you what we've got. Alright, we'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, this is going to be my army. I've done a little changes here. 1,500 points is the points that we're going to use. I have a tactical squad, veteran sergeant, flamethrower, rocket launcher. Over here, Terminator squad, storm shields, and thunder hammers, as usual. I've added a devastator squad. My devastator squad has 2 heavy bolters, rocket launcher, multi-melta. Sergeant has a plasma pistol with the lightning claws. Pretty much WYSIWYG for my army. Over here is my command squad and a rhino. The rhino does not have the launcher on it or the dozer that's attached. It's just a straight rhino. We have the apothecary there. We have the command banner guy, the herald guy. He's just got the bolt pistol. We have the little dude with the sword. I forget what he's called. He takes the challenges or whatever. I have a plasma on this guy here and a multi-melta with power fist. And this is my captain. He is an artificer armor. He has a storm shield and he carries the Teeth of Terra, T-E-R-R-A, Terra, and a teleport homer. That's going to become very important. You'll see later on for my tactics. We have my dreadnought. He is kitted out for long range this time. 2 las cannons, missile launcher. Storm Raven has lost its hurricane bolters, but it does have the multi-meltas and the twin las cannons on it right now. And inside that is my second tactical squad, set up exactly the same as the first. Alright, we'll go to my opponent. He'll show you what he's got. Alright guys, Josh is going to go over his opponents. Just a little bit of a thing here, wave over. And alright, he's going to tell us what this stuff is.
Right up front, we got a 10-man tac squad. What you see is what you get. Plasma pistol, plasma cannon, plasma gun. Behind them is the Predator tank with the las cannons on the sides, the twin-link las cannon, and a storm bolter on top. Right next to the Predator tank is a Venerable Dreadnought with multi-melta power fist. In front of him is a 5-man Devastator squad with plasma cannon, missile launcher, 2 las cannons. The sergeant is just got a chainsword. Next to the sergeant is my Librarian, Mastery Level 2 soccer with a 4-sword. In the back there, I've got 3 bikes in the squad. One has a plasma gun. The sergeant just has a chainsword, and he is a veteran sergeant. Leading this army is Bilal today. He's Terminator armor, storm bolter, sword of silence. Behind him is a 5-man Terminator squad with sergeant, thunderhammer, storm shield. Also got a cyclone missile launcher and lightning claws. And then my other Terminator squad is just a sergeant with a power sword, assault cannon, and just a chain fist in the back there.
Alright guys, looks like we're fighting Terminators, but of course these guys are treacherous traitors to the Emperor, so they're going to die anyway, right? Alright, we'll be right back after we set up on the board. Alright guys, we just come back to give you an update what we got. We rolled up our traits and everything like that. I've got, what is this? Iron Resolve. It gives me +1 to my results in assaults when my warlord is locked in that combat. And what did you get on your psychic powers?
Psychic powers, rolled on the divination table. Got the Primaris power, prescience, rolled on for precognition, and Skyre's gaze.
Cool. Alright, you'll notice we have 2 of my objective markers right there. The reason for that is, what mission did we roll again?
Emperor's Will.
The Emperor's Will. So he's going to place one over there. I'm going to place one on my side of the table. And that's how it's going to work out. I guess we'll keep our objectives. We're 3 points and try to get the other guys. And on the table, I chose the near side without the buildings. And he chose to have me deploy first. So I'm going to lay out my troops. He's going to lay out his troops. And we'll bring you guys right back. Alright, see you in a second. Alright guys, here we are again. We are set up. Here's my stuff right here. Got my dreadnought over in the corner. He's built out for rain, so it's kind of like keep himself a little hidden, come out tonight. That's the issue. These guys are going to try to get across that board quickly, get into combat with them, but we may get hung up on these potholes over here. They are just there for cover to move through. Devastator squad, get close, hopefully. I combat squatted these guys because this is my objective. We're calling this an armory right here. And rolled 5, which is the scatter field, which makes it so that these guys right here are like, got the +1 cover. This is my side all set up. Here's my guys. Now I'm going to try not to make you dizzy and go over to the other side. Alright, he's got his Terminator hiding right here because he's a cowardly traitor or something. Here's his other Terminator squad. He's got these guys over here. He rolled a 1 for this objective, so it's going to explode. So he's going to have to move on that. These dice up here, if you notice them, it's just my way of keeping track of the turns. 1 for one guy, 1 for the other guy, so turn 1-1 right now for both of us. Here is his tactical squad in cover. He's got his tank coming up down this alleyway because if you notice it's only alleyway, not blocked with some kind of difficult terrain. And his bike squad is kind of cowering behind her, waiting to come out and start firing all kinds of storm bolters and blasting my guys. I'll zoom over there to the far table because I'm lazy. In reserve, he has his Terminator squad here with his Warlord. He can come in turn 1 and turn 2, doesn't have to roll, and he can just deep strike wherever he wants to without scattering. I have my Storm Raven in reserve with a tactical squad, not combat squatted in it. And I have my Terminator squad in reserve, and I'm going to try to do something with them. Those guys over there, command squad, are over here. Whoops. Whoa. In the Rhino. Alright. We're going to... I deployed first, so we're going to roll right now. He's going to roll a d6. And I'm going to try to record it, zoom out a little bit here, and see if he steals initiative, which would be horrible. Horrible, horrible. So here we go. Oh, what was it? He stole the initiative. Alright guys, this is horrible. We'll see what happens on shooting phase, turn 1 for Dark Angels. Be right back. Alright guys, something we forgot to mention. We had said this objective we decided was an armory right here. Well, it's kind of providential that we said that objective is probably an ammo dump, and then it exploded. So we're going to resolve that here in a little bit. It's probably, we might take some hints, but we don't think it's going to be too bad. He just moved up a little here. Those guys stayed the same. Terminators in the back there moved up. They all, tactical squad moved up. These guys are coming down the alleyway. Just a little bit of small movement forward, getting guns in line. It looks bad for Team Yellow. Crimson Axes are bracing for the worst. We'll bring you back, see what happens. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is the remains of a Rhino, but the command squad shook it off. They just rose out of the molten remains of their Rhino, and now they're really upset. They destroyed their ride. They were just about to get a new paint job and some rims, and look at that. It's gone. Lost a few guys out of the Devastator squad, but that was a lot of fire from up here, over there, just shoot, 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 shoot. But they weathered it. They didn't die, but he did get first blood, blew the Rhino up, so a point to Team Traitor. Alright. That was the shooting phase. Psychic phase, he just did prescience up there. We didn't think that was worth showing, and he rolled, gave me 1 die, so there's no way I could stop it at all. I thought that was kind of lame, too. Alright, guys, we are going to set up, change the turn marker to top of turn 1 for Crimson Axes, and see what we can do. A little bit of payback. Here we go. Okay, we forgot a leadership test here. You'll notice these guys have moved. What they did is they moved all the way to the edge of the board. Didn't quite go off, and then they went back. So, no big problem. Guy got stuck in this hole, trying to move forward. Not a good situation to be in. But we got a lot of tough guys in that unit, so hopefully we will we'll be good. We'll be good. I think we'll be good. These guys here moved up through this corridor. They're going after those bikes and tanks. They are tough. They don't care. We're going to take them down. All right. We are about to start shooting. We'll let you guys know what happens when shooting phases end. I do not have a psychic phase because I have no psychers. All right. Be back in a minute. All right, guys. Here's what happened. Shot, 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 shot. And we took out 2 guys up there. That's all that really happened. None of my plasma blew me up, so that I guess is a bonus. Most of those are missile launchers. 2 missile launchers. I believe the missile launcher that was here did something. These guys actually ran up to get closer because if they're not shooting, then they're a waste of points. And then the missile launcher down here on the Dreadnought. I totally forgot. He shot up there. He should shoot his last cannon he hit, but he failed to do any damage. Alright, we're going to move on to turn 2 for the Dark Angel traders, who use horrible mutant psychic powers, and their bikes and tanks are about to come out, and this is going to be a problem, I'm pretty much assuming. So we'll see what happens in the movement phase. We'll be right back with you. Alright, he deep striked right here behind my Dreadnought. He's going to try to shoot me up in my rear armor. Probably going to work, actually. And then his units over there move forward. We coming through the cover there, both those. And these guys are in true Space Marine form, coming out of cover, moving forward, charging towards the enemy. As well as his tank and bike squads are starting to come around and overtake the tank and rush towards my small units where my objective is, which I definitely need to hold. We're going to see how this ends up. Alright, we'll be back with you guys after shooting phase in turn 2 for the Dark Angels. Wow, it was an exciting turn, guys. Had some fire from over here. Hit a few guys, no damage. Some fire over here. Plasma got hot, but he did not die from it. He made his armor save, and we lost 1 Marine off the front. Still have a flamer. Good there. These guys took quite a few shots, but they made their cover saves. Command squad, you'll notice our champion is missing because he did get killed, but he weathered the fire from all of those units over there. It was amazing the amount of shots, storm bolters, las cannons, missile hits. It was crazy, and he weathered it all. But one lone shot did get through and take him out. All right, and we go down here, and the dudes they just teleported in, shot him in the back, took the Dreadnought out, as we would expect traders to shoot someone in the back. Yeah, see, he's laughing over there. He's like, yeah, we got traders. Alright, oh man, we have got to come up with a response, so we will be back with Crimson Axe's movement on turn 1, and we'll see if we can get something going. We're also going to roll results for our reserves and see if we can get that Storm Raven in and the Terminator squad. Alright, be right back and let you see what happens. Welcome back, guys. Here's movement phase. Everything came in. Terminators came in. Storm Raven came screaming in. It's right there. These guys used the teleport homer over here to strike where they wanted, so there was no issues there. We had just a little bit of movement within there to get in ranges. They moved up. These guys didn't move because they're within range of some stuff. They're in cover. It's about as good as it's going to get for that squad. They keep getting fire rained down on their head, but hopefully we've provided more dangerous targets on the board now for him to worry about, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, we are going to move into shooting phase for the Crimson Axes for turn 2. Be right back. Alright, done with shooting phase. A lot of fire. We did take out the Dreadnought, put some rounds, some inadvertent rocket launcher hits onto the Terminators, but they shrugged it off. The Bikers shrugged off all of our hits as well. And that was about it. We didn't have a whole lot of shooting because most of our shooting guys are either over there by the bikes, guarding our objective, which we're actually not holding right now. So we got to remember to get within 3 inches of it before the end of the game. Have to make sure of that. And inside the Storm Raven, actually, don't forget there is a tactical squad in there that could change the direction of some things depending on where they come out at, as long as the flyer doesn't get blown from the sky. Alright, we're going to move on to movement phase, turn 3 for the Dark Angels. Be right back. Alright, here we are. Movement phase is completed. They're decided to move around here. I guess they're, I don't know where they're going, actually, but they're going to get there. Bike squad is definitely challenging our tactical squads. This could end up being a slaughter over here, but we're hoping to survive that. This squad is slowly moving out of that cover, not making the good high move through cover rolls, I guess. They're kind of wanting to stay in cover, trying to get in range. Terminators coming out, I assume, to challenge my Terminator. So it's Assault Terminators versus Shooty Terminators. We'll see how this goes down. And these units just stayed close because they seem to be doing good, just sitting up there shooting down on everything they can find. Alright guys, we'll bring you results of shooting and psychic phase, turn 3 for the Dark Angels. See you in a minute. Welcome back. I'm going to start on this edge of the board. We had a lot happen here. The bikes moved up, assaulted these guys right here. Basically they exchanged blows. Nothing really happened. The plasma blew himself up. I didn't do that. He blew himself up. And we exchanged blows, bounced off each other's armor. He hit and ran, and we consolidated up, moved forward towards the enemy. Is what we do. We're Space Marines. Lost a Terminator here from Stormbolter fire over here. And you can see 2 wounds. Decided not to jink. I thought I was doing great. And he got a few lucky shots in the last cannon and plasma. Or the crack missile, I think that was. Yeah, a few lucky shots. We lost my multi-meltas in the front. We still have the last cannon. So we're still doing pretty good. One more hit and we'll be in trouble, but we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep fighting. And we're going to take these guys out. Alright, we're going to bring you movement phase for turn 3 for Crimson Axes. Be right back. Alright, short movement phase. Terminators moving towards his Terminators. Right there, these guys just moved up through cover. They're attempting to get involved in that fight, hopefully, when that happens. Storm Raven turned over, did a wing over, and is heading straight for his tank. Right over there, and these guys are rushing. They're kind of in position to take on, you know, whatever's left over there. If a tank's left, we might try to take it on. We may try and take on the bikes. Not really sure what our plan is there, but we're going to see what we can do. And a little tiny bit of movement moves solidly into cover here with the remains of the Devastator squad. Alright, moving on to shooting phase for the Crimson Fist, turn 3. Be right back.
Buddy, you look familiar.
Alright guys, wow, here's what happened. Messed up. Went over here, knocked the bike out with some fire. I believe this squad did that. This squad over here was ineffective against the bike squad. This wound on the tank came from the Storm Raven. Last cannon, just 1 wound, penetrating hit, but it didn't do anything spectacular. Let's go over here. These guys managed to hit over there, no damage. These guys right here, hit. 1s for my wounds. 4 in a row, 4 1s. Totally horrible. Didn't do anything right there. We're going to move into assault phase. We're going to see if these Terminators can get into some assaults. And we are going to go over here and see about this. I got some choices to make here. It's a rough choice. Do I go for the bike, which it probably might be able to take out since outnumber him, I might get him? Or do I go for the tank, which I don't know. You know, don't know if I can get him. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, we'll be right back with assault phase for the Crimson Axes. Alright, we decided to assault the tank. Got 1 glancing hit on it. It is a mobile, so we may just be able to keep clinking on it. Hopefully it doesn't do too much more damage. The bike, we're just hoping to take it out with fire if it comes near anybody. We're just hoping to shoot it. It may get involved in that combat though, and that could be a problem. So, yeah. Over here, they failed the charge. They were trying to get involved in that unit, but it didn't matter. As you notice, there are no Terminators over there. My Terminators actually performed well this time. And they cleared the board, consolidated a couple inches up, and are heading for the objective. It's top of turn 4 for him, so we're going to have to go a few extra more turns for them to actually walk there. You know how slow Terminators are. And that's about it for the assault phase. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what these guys do. This is unknown. Where are they going? What are they going to do? Are they going to blow us off our objective? We don't want to lose our objective because that's 3 points right over here. Alright guys, we're going to see what he does in his movement psychic phase and be right back. Alright guys, here's what happened. Bike guy, he's lining up for probably another Hammer of Wrath charge. Some shooting going on there. These guys are coming out. Apparently they are going to reinforce the squad, protect that objective, probably because he has objective secured and he knows that I have a flyer here full of objective secured units that are in the area, so this could be an issue. And he definitely is headed towards my unit over there. He's probably going to try to take out the Devastators on the way and then try to blow my guys off of that objective, at least with his missile fire. It looks like that's probably the tactic he's going to use. We'll see if it works out for him. Shooting phase for the Dark Angels, turn 4. See you when we see you. Well, I spoke too soon, guys. Look down here. There's only 2 left. Tank just threw everything he had down the lane and clinked 2 of them off. 2 las cannon shots to the chest, just burned straight through him. This squad came over here and using their special rules, they knocked out the, who was that, the heavy bolter over here? The missile launcher survived. But we did lose another guy out of the command squad. I believe we lost our plasma guy with the, no, the Meltagun guy with the power fist. That's a heavy loss right there. He's a close-in master. This squad is not designed to be out here in the open like this. Let's zoom out and show you where they are. This is not how they're designed to fight. This little incident with the melted rhino has left them in some serious trouble. Alright, everything else, there was just some shooting. I did have to jink the flyer because these guys up here were all jumping up and signaling them and crack missiles, las cannons, all kinds of shots coming in. So he had to just throw everything he had into concentrating on moving and not firing. So unfortunately, we're going to be snap firing. Alright, we're going to go to assault phase. Do you have any assault phase coming up? Yeah, we have an assault phase here. So we're going to bring you the results of this assault phase in just a minute. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, here's what happened. Nothing. Lots of shots, lots of hits both directions. Either didn't wound each other or just bounced off. That's Space Marines versus Space Marines for you. So they're all just piled in there. Giant melee, fists flying, chain swords, revving, bolters going off, pistols, everything. It's just a giant mess in there. But nothing's really going on. So we're going to move on to the beginning of turn 4 for the Crimson Axis. And we're going to see if they can turn this battle around. It's getting close to the end. And time to start securing objectives and getting points. And just getting in position to hold off the enemy. Alright, we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, here we are. Here's what happened. Went in hover mode. That's why he's dropped down there. Disgorged his unit. They're going to go try assaulting his tactical squad. They just basically jumped the fence over there. And these guys did a little move through cover just to cover the objective again. And that's about it. Oh, wait. Command squad moved up as well. So they're finally out of this morass of craters and rocks. And they're ready to start moving some serious moves in the open field. Alright, we'll be back with our shooting phase. See you in a second. Alright, here's what happened. Missile, shot over there, no effect. These guys ran, they didn't get very far, just an inch. Terminators ran, got a couple inches, getting closer. These guys did a little bolt pistol action over there. Caused some wounds, but no damage. The guys just shrugged them off, their armor says. Alright, we're going to set up for this charge here. And then we're going to do assaults there and assaults here and let you guys know what happened. Alright guys, here's our report. Right over here, these guys right here, nothing happened. Those guys right here failed. Those guys overworked, failed. Everything failed. In fact, we think there's a new demon who's come from Chaos and his number is 1. And he has infected our dice. I don't know his name, but his number is 1. Because that's all we've been rolling lately is ones for everything. It's horrible. But still have combat there. This is probably going to turn into a giant mess. It's going to have an exploding Storm Raven. People blowing up everywhere. It's going to be great. We're going to bring you top of turn 5. Possibly half a turn away from the end of the game depending on the roll. And we'll see what's going on. Alright, be back with you. Alright guys, I promise you we're not reusing any footage here. You can actually see these guys did move up. Those guys tried to move through cover. And the demon with the number 1 quite wasn't here, but it was a 2. It wasn't very much movement through the cover. Not a whole lot going on in there. And so that's it. We're going to see what happens in the shooting phase. Hopefully there's still a lot of yellow left on the board. I'm a little worried, but we're going to see what happens. See you in a second. Alright guys, here's what happened. Basically got combat squad in here, down to 5 guys. And I think you may have noticed he's all alone out here in the middle of the world. A lot of fire coming in from these guys against his unit, and a lot of ones, a lot of 2s and 1s on those rolls. It was horrible. The dice are definitely causing carnage. We'll be back and see what they can do. Dark Angels, assault phases. I don't believe the Terminators are going to get on this, but there's a whole lot of mess over here. Alright, we'll see you in a second. Alright guys, nothing happened. Lots of blows, lots of wounds. I think I did 6 wounds on the bike and he saved them all. This right here is the classic you cannot kill Marines with Marines fight here. They just keep bouncing everything off. It's insane. Alright, we'll be back with top of turn 5, possibly the end of the game at the end of these movements and shootings. And Dark Angels are ahead by 1 at this point, and we both control an objective, so it would be a 5 to 3 victory. And you're like, why do you say 5? Well, both objectives are worth 3 points, and I got 1 and he's got 1. But he got first blood for a point, and he will have line breaker at this point as well. Line breaker, so we have to watch out for that. Alright guys, we'll be back, and we'll have to make some moves and decide what we're going to do. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay guys, all the action happened here. You notice my guys are gone after my shooting phase? That's right, my rocket launcher missed horribly and pie plated my own guys, knocked them all out. Horrible, horrible. It's messed up. Alright, we're going to move into assault phases and see if there's anything left to that tactical squad. I don't think there's going to be. Alright, see you in a second. Alright guys, they traded blows over here again. Nothing going on. Nothing happening. And he ran a little bit forward towards the fence. Terminators ran and through cover, and they made it up in there. And then those guys right over there, tactical squad, thought better about it and decided, let's not charge this round. We're going to get shot at either way. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully their armor will protect them. And there's a librarian right there. Don't know if he even knew he was hanging around. He's been hanging around just casting prescience on this Devastator squad above him. Alright, we'll be right back with, wait a minute. That was the end of my assault phase. We gotta roll a die.
We'll see if the game goes on.
Go ahead and roll, my friend. Roll out here. I get right film. We'll roll in the area of the 1s. The devastating evil zone.
It continues.
It continues. Oh. Alright, because at this point I would have won. Because I'm contesting this objective. I hold that objective, so that's a total of 3 points on my side. I have line breaker, so that would be 4. He has line breaker over there, and he has first blood, so that's 2. So it would have been 4 to 2, but this could swing. If he can knock me off that objective, kill those units, could swing from a 4 to 2 win for me to 5 to 3 win for him. So very, very, very interesting. We'll see what happens in turn 6. Blood Angels. Be right back. Okay guys, just giving you a different perspective of the battlefield here. Had a little bit of movement. Oh, those guys over there moved up. Not very far. Moved through cover. They didn't get a good roll. And this squad of Terminators is slowly advancing. He did take the Dreadnought out, but it may have been a bad choice to deploy the Terminators at the far corner of the board away from the objectives. But he still has those Cyclone launchers right there. That guy right there could be the key to victory for him, because he can blow my guys right off the objective. Just lay into him. Alright guys, we'll be right back with the shooting phase, turn 6 for Dark Angels. See you in a second. Okay, we had a lot going on here. Some fire came in from here, from these Devastator squad up there came in. Knocked a guy off here, not too bad. This squad was totally ignored because this squad eliminated the Terminators. Fired everything they had, but they did get the Terminators. So now it's up to the captain. This turn, he has to roll good enough to move through cover and run to contest the objective. And then we've got to roll for the game to end so we can win. So that's the plan right now. It's a long shot, but it's a plan. It's what we're going with, all right? So it's time for assault phases for the Dark Angels. Don't look like those Terminators are going to assault anything, but we'll be resolving the bike. That's not even an attack. It's like they're just slapping each other. It's really what they're doing. It's a smacking contest. That old thing where the coconut thing in high school where people thump your thing until you give up. And that's what happened. And no one's given up on here. They're Space Marines. But we'll see what happens. We'll bring you back. Maybe there'll be some deaths. Hey, we broke the tie. Finally took that biker out. My guys consolidated and they moved off. The reason is the tank's immobilized. We could take it out, but this isn't a kill point game. And its targets with just las cannons are kind of limited. Yeah, it's going to be one hit, one kill. But yeah, it's a choice. We're opening up our options because we're close enough to get those guys into a line breaker position if it comes to that. But if they don't need to do that, they're close enough to come back and lay a hurt and maybe take the tank out and silence those guns for good. All right, we're going to be back with Burn 6. Crimson Axes, movement phase, top of turn 6. These right here could determine the end of the game and who wins. It's so close right now. It is the Dark Angels are currently winning because they have their objective for 3. They have Linebreaker if it would end now, and First Blood, which is a total of 5, and we have only got 3 plus Linebreaker, which we will have one way or another. So it would be 5 to 4. All right, so we're going to try to win it or lose it on this turn. Let's see what happens. Be right back with you. Alright guys, we decided we're going to come back after that tank because we did get a good roll. The captain, as you can see, is tucked up under there. He is within an easy 1 inch of contesting the objective. He's got 2 wounds left. He's a rather tough little guy, so if I can tuck him in there, keep most of the fire away from him, he may be able to hold on to it even if this goes to turn 7. Which is the danger. We may be able to take the game here, or if it goes to turn 7, it's going to be a fight, because if this tank doesn't die, he can las cannon these guys. These Terminators can just lay in templates on those guys over there and just in my control of that objective. So that's what we're going to do, and we will do some shooting over here with this. So we're going to resolve our firing or shooting and let you go what happens. Alright, be right back. Alright guys. Not much happened. We knocked a guy off. This unit just shot off a guy there. We threw a few pie plates on him, and nothing really came from it. That second pie plate there is actually the second shot. Went way wide. So we're going to do some run moves, and then we're going to go to the assault phases. I'm just going to go ahead and do the run move and the assault at once and show you guys the end of that. Then we're going to be ready to roll off and see what happens. It's a close game. We'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, look, we finally took the tank down. Rushed in, crushed it out. We went over here. We had an excellent roll. He's tucked himself in right here. He's still, the open window, he still can be kind of seen by the tactical squad if it turns out it goes to turn 7. So he can still shoot me off the objective. But right now, it would be 3 points. You want to measure here, see if he's within line breaker? I think he is. Is he? 4. Yep, he is within line breaker, so that's 1. So that's 4 points for me. He has line breaker, First Blood, which is 2 points. So it would be 4 to 2. So a 2-point victory, barely a victory. But if it goes to turn 7 and he knocks this guy out, it's a victory by at least a point on his side because he does still have the ability to knock those guys off that objective. So we're going to get ready right here. Actually, we're going to go on our little crater that we've been using for a die tray so we can focus on it. We're going to see, what does it got to be, right? 4 plus?
4 plus.
4 plus, it continues. Oh, no! No!
Turn 7.
We've got to stop letting him roll the dice. This is bad. Oh, this is bad. Alright, guys, we're going to go to turn 7. Dark Angels, and see if he can turn this into a victory, and it looks like he has a very good chance of doing so. Alright, be back in a second. Alright, movement phase. These guys just moved up. They're trying to blast those guys off the objective. And the Librarian decided to leave the Devastator squad and come to challenge the captain face to face like a man. We'll see what comes of this. Alright guys, we will be back when everybody's done shooting each other in the face. Well guys, it was a hail of fire, and he did take a wound, but he saved all the rest of them, and he's still alive. The Librarian is there. There could be an assault issue. Might be. Could take him out, and that's the last hope, because if he doesn't take him out in the assault and take him down, this turn in his assault phase, then there's no point in me completing my phase because the game automatically ends. And it'll be a win by 2 points. So let's go. Let's see what happens in assault phase. We'll be right back with the assault phase results. Alright, I'm bringing you in right here because I had the advantage. I attacked first. I had the advantage. I had a stronger weapon, a relic blade, the Teeth of Terra. All I had to do on these dice was roll a 3 on either one. And look, here in the area of evil, right here that we've designated on this table, 2 1s. So now, we're going to film the rest of this as he rolls, and I do whatever saves I hopefully make to see, because this right here determines the game. Right here, these rolls right here determine who wins. Going to move my dice out of the way. Alright, here we go. Alright,
let's see, 2 base attacks, 1 for the charge, and then he's got bolt pistol and melee weapon, so
4 dice.
back. Hitting on. What's your weapon skill? 6.
Yes, weapon skill 6.
So to hit 5 against 6 is hitting on 4s.
Got 4s to hit. So we'll see what happens. Oh, drop die, don't count. Alright, what did we get? We got 1, 2, 3 hits. We're going to check out what he needs to wound.
Now I did roll on force and it did go off.
Okay. So yes, he does have force. This is crazy.
Things instant death special rule. What's your toughness? 4. So 4 is the wound. Instant death.
4 is doing instant death. Uh-oh. This is bad. Might get my invul save? We have to look that up. I don't remember. I don't know these rolls. Oh no! 1, 2, and he's counting 3. Can you believe that? That's how it is. That's just how the world ends, as they say in some of those. This is how it ends right here. Right here. These two locked in Mortal Kombat for eternity. That's what happened. Amazing. The whole game swung on these rolls. This has been crazy. We're just going to highlight right here.
Do one more assault round. Because if I kill you on your assault phase,
yeah, that's true. We have to do the next assault phase. That's right. Oh my gosh, so it forces me to go through my turn. All right, guys, I guess we'll have to be back. I'm going to go through my turn, and we're going to see how this ends. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, we did do a little extra stuff just because I fired a pie plate at them and it was useless, but we then charged into combat, and we lost the sergeant, but he's tied them out. It's kind of fluffy, really. It doesn't do anything. I just wanted to tie him up just for the time. You know, some weird thing happened or some weird rule come up and they could charge over here and save the day. Alright, so we are doing this. We're doing this live right now. Okay? So, this is round of combat by Sergeant there. He has 3 attacks. Right here with the Teeth of Terra. And he is going to, what did we say again? He needs to hit on 3s.
Weapon skill 6.
Yes. Get it.
Weapon skill 6 versus my weapon skill of 5. Yeah, hitting on 3s.
We're hitting on 3, so we're going to see how many hits we get. Right here. Where's the, there it is. 3 hits. Alright. To wound, I need 4s, right? Or
What's your toughness? Strength.
Strength 6.
Versus toughness 4.
But it is AP 3, so if I hit wound, I'm going to wound him.
You need 2 pluses.
Okay, I need 2s to hit. If any of these is a 2, he's dead. 1, 2, 3. We got him. We won. that was it. Oh my gosh. This came down to these 2 guys at the end of the battle. We're going to zoom out. I want to show you the whole map. Storm Ravens down. Dreadnoughts are down. Terminators are down. The equivalent of a combat squatted, 2 combat squatted, well, 1 tactical squad is left on the field, the equivalent, spread out. He has, what do you think? Most of his tactical squad,
Yeah.
part of his Devastator squad, and this 1 Terminator is left. There was a lot of killing, a lot of shooting. Turning points in this battle. Number 1, stealing the objective by the treacherous thieves who prove that they are traitors by stealing the initiative. I mean, not objective, the initiative. Turning point number 2, melting down the rhino and trapping my squad over in this mess. That was a bad idea. Bad placement on my part. Bad. But they were really going to move forward through this crater and drop off that Terminator squad over there, which caused problems with the Terminator squad. Really getting shot at and taking a lot more wounds than I wanted them to before they got over to the objective. They were the ones kind of to hold the objective until the tactical squad got there. That tactical squad never did get there. The Storm Raven did turn the tide of the battle, though. I'm going to see. Let me see. The unit, I think, did the most for my battle. I'm going to have to go with the captain, just for surviving. The captain's toughness, it really helped me out. He took many las cannon shots straight to the shield. He took, gosh, I don't even remember how many crack missiles. How many do you think he fired at him? A dozen, maybe even more? Bolter shots, storm bolter shots. He took plasma hits. He took rocket blasts, everything. He was just everything. It's just bouncing off. What unit of yours do you think was most pivotal in your role there?
I have to go with between the Predator and the Devastator squad.
The Devastator. I think the Devastator squad, because they
laid down a lot of fire.
They pinned down this Devastator squad of mine. Pretty much rendered it inept turn 1.
Predator tank knocked out the Rhino and finally took out the Storm Raven.
So it was between those two, yeah. But I'd probably lean towards the Devastator squad. They laid down a lot of fire, and I think most of my deaths were from Devastator squad. That had prescience from the Librarian. So that combination really helped. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We will be coming out with some more. I can't make them as often as other people do, but we will make them when we make them. I had a lot of fun. He had a lot of fun. This was a tight down to the wire. Every turn, it switched between who was on top, and it could have gone either way. This was crazy. All right, guys. We'll talk with you later.